Shalom, Shamar Lathabah, Shem, y'all shout to the sisters. It's the I.S.U.P.K Atlanta Tuesday today, you understand? And before we go ahead and get class started, anybody got any questions? Do anybody got any questions? No questions. All right, no sweat. All right, today we're going to talk about the topic of you need your brothers to fight the spiritual battle, man. You understand? We all know we in a spiritual battle when you come into the truth. You fighting your old self. And a part of, you know what I mean, you being able to defeat that battle and win that battle is by having your brothers, man. You understand? The brothers is a key important, that's why Christ came to teach brotherhood. It's a key part to you shedding yourself for the world. That's why a lot of times when we got new brothers that come in and try to be a trooper in the trooper program, you know what I mean, we require for you to be around us. You understand? We got to see what type of brother you is, test you, see if you know what I mean, righteous to stand with the other brothers that's in the school. You understand? Because when stuff go down, you're going to be dependent as just as much as I am to defend your life for your brothers, man. To defend your life for your sisters, for your family, man. You understand? So it's an important key part of relying on your brothers and counting on your brothers, man. You understand? You can't do this alone. You know what I mean? You got a lot of, Facebookalites, what I like to call them, that you know, they ride by themselves. They do it on their own. You know what I mean? But you'll see, according to the scriptures, that's against the laws of the Most High, man. You understand? Somebody just called in?
Shalom, Lord Christ, this Tubaco 1.
All right, Shalom, Lord Christ. You doing Tawab?
I'm 12, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing Tawab, man. Most High Christ. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second. All right, somebody start me off with Ecclesiastes 4 and 7. Pull Ecclesiastes 4 and 7 for me. We're going to start there. And anybody just say Salakia when you got it. Go ahead and read it.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes,
Hey, you can sit,
chapter 4, verse 7.
Hey, Salakia, you can sit a little closer so they can hear you in the mic.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 7. Then I returned, and I saw vanity under the sun.
Right, hold on. Let me pull it for you. Let me put it with you. All right, go ahead.
Verse 8.
Oh, no, read verse 7 again.
Verse 7. Then I returned, and I saw vanity under the sun.
Right, what does it mean to be vain? What does he mean when he say he saw vanity? Anybody?
Salakia, sir. Basically saying that they were, I guess it was a conceitedness or cockiness or arrogance that they were operating in.
Okay, what's vanity? Anybody else want to give it a shot? What's under the sun?
Salakia, sir.
You go ahead.
Does vanity derives from the word vain?
Yeah, right, vain. So what does that mean?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Is he saying like he saw nothing up under the sun?
Right, but okay, and what's under the sun?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Salakia, sir.
The earth, right. You understand? So it's not like he's saying it's okay. It's not like he's saying he sees nothing under the sun, because you see things on earth, but he see people doing things for no reason under the sun. That's what he's trying to get at. You know what I mean? When you look at the earth, you see brothers doing things in vain for no effect. Like, what are you doing that for? You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 8. There is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he hath neither child nor brother. Yet is there no end of all his labor.
Right. It say there is one alone. Keep going. Say, read from there.
And there is not a second.
Right. Keep going.
Yea, he hath neither child nor brother.
So what is this talking about? This is talking about a brother, you know what I mean, that's by himself. He don't have no child. He don't have no brothers. He don't have nobody with him. He by himself, right? Keep going.
Yet there is no end of all his labor.
Right. So he by himself, and yet he's still working. You know what I mean? There's no end to his labor. He's still working, but only thing he got is himself. You understand? Keep going.
Neither is his eye satisfied with riches.
Right. Neither is his eye satisfied for riches. So you gotta picture it in your mind. There's a brother that's by himself. He don't got no family, no brothers, no nothing. He by himself, and he working. You know what I mean? And it's gonna get to it. And when you get riches, so you would think that, you know, what do single people say? What do people that be by themselves like to say? Are they gonna do them? They gonna focus on getting money. You know what I mean? That's always the main go-to when you by yourself, when you're alone. Oh, I'm alone to get my bread up. You know what I mean? But it said this man right here wasn't satisfied with riches. So he can get his bread up, he can get his money up, and he's still not satisfied. Keep going.
Neither saith he, for whom do I labor, and berave my soul of good.
Right. Neither does he say to him, for who does he labor, man? Because when you working, a lot of time people don't realize that when you working, you need to be working for a reason, man. You know what I mean? We don't just go to our slaveries to work for ourselves. What we work for? Go ahead.
Our family.
Right. We work for our family, man. Our children. You know what I mean? Our significant other. Our moms, you know what I mean? Whoever you work for. Even when you come into the truth, when you put work in, who do you work for? Go ahead.
For the brothers.
Right. You work for the brothers, man. You don't come in this truth and put in work to do it for yourself. We've been called to this for the Lord to help other people out. You know what I mean? We don't really care about, you know what I mean, what we get. It's more about helping others, man. You know what I mean? So if you thinking that you by yourself and you like, you got a lot of Facebookalites that think they in the truth and you know what I mean, they serving the Lord, but they by themselves, man. You know what I mean? If you getting all this knowledge, so-called knowledge that the Lord is talking to you along with, who you giving it to, man? Who you helping out? You understand? That's vain, man. You understand? You learning all this knowledge, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times they learn from the I.S.U.P.K. even though they won't admit it. But you learning all that knowledge, and who are you helping out with it, man? You understand? Keep going.
This is also vanity. Yea, it is a sore travail.
Right, man. You understand? You gotta want to work. When you going to work, when you putting in work in anything, it makes it a reason. It gives you a purpose when you working for others, man. You know what I mean? Like working to help your family out, working to help your children out, working to help your brothers out, man. Working to help the sisters out, working to help your nation, man. You understand? When you doing all this work and you helping out the oppressor and you ain't got nobody that's benefiting off it, you doing it for nothing, man. You're doing it for vain. You know why? Because when you die, guess what? It ain't going to nobody, man. You know what I mean? You ain't got nobody. You know what I mean? You ain't going to pass nothing down to your children. You're not going to, you know what I mean? You ain't do nothing. You ain't help no brothers while you was working. You understand? You did it all for yourself and it was all for nothing because when you die, it's all gone, man. It goes away. You know what I mean? You just did it for nothing, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 9. Two are better than one.
Right. Two is better than one, man. You understand? Two is better than one. A lot of people thinking that they can be by themselves. Me, myself, and I. When that song Beyonce came out, you know what I mean? That's what a lot of sisters think. Not realizing two is better than one, man. You understand? Even brothers that think that they don't need nobody. I'm solo dolo. Two is better than one, man. You understand? Keep going.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Right, because they working for each other, man. You understand? They helping each other put in work. They working and benefiting from each other. You understand? They're coming together as a nation and providing, man. Doing what they got to do. You understand? That's help, man. You understand? That's what a lot of black people don't realize. That's what a lot of black people don't understand. You know what I mean? You got a brother that'll, you know what I mean, that'll make it and get some money or, you know what I mean, be well off. And he'll look down on other brothers like, well, do it yourself. Not realizing that maybe you was put in that position to help that brother out, man. You understand? We got to help each other as a nation. This is what this is trying to get in our mind, to help each other as a nation. Don't think that you just by yourself. The oppressor doesn't think like that. The oppressor doesn't think he just by himself. The oppressor look out for his people for the most part. You know what I mean? A lot of people try to say you got a lot of, you know what I mean, oppressive junkies and, You know what I'm saying? Well, the oppressor's a child. He oppresses his own people too, but for the most part, he definitely looks out for his own people, man. You understand? You can see the little, what the Ahmad, what is his last name? Ahmad who?
Aubrey, sir.
Yeah, Ahmad Arbery, man. You know what I mean? Them oppressors is coming out and trying to get them acquitted, man. Trying to come out and, you know, they always do that. When a black person, you know what I mean, get innocently murdered, you understand, unrighteously murdered, they always try to paint the victim as the criminal. You know what I mean? So you see them trying to do that now, and that's the oppressor looking out for his people, man. You understand? But that's how we got to be. We got to be always looking to look out for our people. 2 is better than 1, man. Keep going.
Kana one Khan, verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Right, because if one fall, the other one will lift them up, man. You understand? Well, if one fall and he you know what I mean, he's weak, you understand? He got the other brother to help him up, to lift him up. You understand? Keep going.
Kana one Khan. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up.
Right, but woe to them that think that you could be by yourself, man. Because when you fall, you ain't got no help. You know what I mean? You gotta, what they say, you gotta keep that same mentality when you was by yourself and doing good. You gotta keep that same mentality. You would say it F the world, F everybody else, me, myself, and I. Keep that same mentality when you fall, man. That's what it's saying, because ain't nobody gonna help you. You done threw everybody away. You know, you showing everybody away. You understand? You understand? Keep somebody else got that? Somebody else got that where we at? As a matter of fact, read that again.
Kana one Khan. Verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up.
Right, and what also can this deal with? Anybody know what also can this deal with? Between, you know, brothers in the school, brothers in the truth, and they have their brothers, and some Facebook alike. You know what I mean? Some Israelite that believe that you gotta, you know, learn the truth from the Most High only. They say you shouldn't follow man. You know what I mean? What is this? How does this deal with them? Nobody want to take a shot?
That's a lot, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
It's just saying, like when it say right there, that woe to him that is alone when he fallen, but he had another to pick him up. Is it also saying like, I mean, I think I'm still stuck on the first way though. I think that about when he, like with him thinking he know the laws, and, you know, he don't have 100% truth, and he be like kind of, basically what you were saying earlier, so
right, okay, you on to it. Think about it just like how he was saying, according to the truth. If you by yourself and you do something wrong, what's going to happen? To whereas if you in the truth and you do something wrong.
Slacker, sir.
Go ahead.
There's no correction there. You have no one to look to for that guidance.
Right.
There's no brother there to help you.
Right, exactly. When you by yourself, you have no accountability, man. That's why that's what you'll realize a lot of them Facebookalites like to be by themselves. Like to say, oh, I talk to the Most High, or you ain't supposed to follow man. You know what I mean? Because when they fall, when they get weak and they smoke that blunt, man, when they get weak and they eat that pork, ain't nobody there to hold them accountable. You know what I mean? They don't got to worry about somebody over their back trying to correct them. And that's why they stay wrong, man. That's why they stay wicked. But when you come into the truth, if you do something like that, you got brothers that's going to hold you accountable for what you do, man. You understand? And you need that. You need to be held accountable for anything that you do that's not according to the Bible, man. Because that's how you correct yourself. That's how you fix yourself. That's what it means when you got a brother and you fall, he's there to pick you up, man. He's there to get you back on point. But when you by yourself, hold your point. When you by yourself, though, and you do something, ain't nobody, in your mind, you thinking nobody sees you, so all's well is all done. That's what you thinking in your mind. You know what I mean? You doing things in the dark, thinking that nobody is there to watch you or hold you accountable, but the Lord see what you doing, man. The Lord, you can't hide from the Lord. That's the one thing you can't do. And that's what happens with these brothers who think that they can be by themselves, man. They don't want to be held accountable for what they do. They don't want to be held accountable for their actions. You understand? You about to say something?
Yes, sir. If I may, I was just going to say that, you know, you can't grow. You can only go to a certain point. There's no growth or anything. You become stagnant. And when you become stagnant, 100 times out of 100, you're going to go right back into sin. You're not going to change.
Right, exactly, man. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you by yourself. You understand? And more importantly, you got to surround. We're going to get into it, but more importantly, not only do you not got to be in yourself, you got to surround yourself with brothers in the truth, man. You understand? But we're going to get more into that later on. Keep going on that verse.
Count out of one kind. Verse 11. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone?
Right, you understand? When two come together, you can have life, man. You know what I mean? Think about it in a cold situation to where you about to die because it's so cold. You know what I mean? If two come together, they can have heat. You know what I mean? They can be able to live. They can be able to survive. But if one by himself, you ain't going to be able to survive, man. You know what I mean? It's inevitable for you to fall. It's inevitable for you to die. You understand? That's what it's trying to get at. You understand? Somebody said something online?
Yes, Salakia.
Go ahead.
Man, Brian calling in.
All right, I got you down.
All right.
All right, read the next verse.
Count out of one kind. Verse 12. And if one prevail against him.
Right, if one prevail against him, what does that mean to prevail against him? To prevail against someone?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
To defeat them. To conquer them.
Okay, it can mean that. It can mean that, but I want it in a different context. It can mean that. Okay, like it do mean to, you know what I mean, like to be victorious over somebody. But it's another context in what I want that this word means. Go ahead, young man, Kevin.
Is that referring to like the rank of order, like if one man outrank you?
No, it's not talking about that. It's on the line to what he was saying.
Okay.
But okay, it's on the line to what you were saying. But think about if you prevail against someone before you even battled them. You know what I mean? Go ahead. If somebody got a definition, you can just read the definition. Go ahead.
Well, I would just think, going off of what you're saying, that prevail, meaning if a brother is by himself and someone comes against him, he needs his brother there so that they don't prevail against him.
Right, that's true, but we need to figure out what prevail means. Read the definition.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
To persuade someone to do something.
Is that the definition of prevail? Somebody look up the definition.
Prove more powerful than.
There you go. Prove more powerful than someone. That's what I was looking for. You know what I mean? Somebody, you gotta think about it. Okay, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna relate it to terms that we can understand. Think about if you got a small dude, right? You know what I mean? A small dude and some big dude come up against him. One would think that the big dude will prevail against the small dude. You know what I mean? Not all the time. I understand that. You know what I mean? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. I do get that. I'm a smaller dude myself. But you got to think about if somebody big come up against them and they show that they, you know what I mean, they proving that they, you know, more powerful than them. You understand? Keep going. So one prevail against another. You know what I mean? Somebody come up against you and they seem more powerful than you. You understand? Keep going.
Count out of one kind. Two shall withstand him.
Right, two shall withstand him, man. If somebody come and they think that they powerful than you, well, guess what? That's what you got your brother for. Now, if you was by yourself, what would happen? You would get overpowered. You would get beat. Then they will be victorious over you. But they not being victorious over you, you know why? Because you got the other brother there for you, man. You know what I mean? You got the other brother there to help you. You understand? I know in the world we come from, you know, especially black people, we come from let the brothers get the one-on-ones. You know what I mean? Oh, you do one-on-ones. When I.S.U.P.K, we don't do one-on-ones. Just in case you didn't know. You touch any of these brothers, we gonna all fall on you, man. You understand? Because we'll be damned if you hurt any of our brothers, man. That's how much we love our people. You understand? That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to make you feel like you a coward because you jump people. You know what I mean? No, they just care about their brother that much, man. They don't even want to see their brother even dare to even begin to lose a fight. You mean, no, that's what you have brothers for, man. You understand? And that's righteous, man. That's not being a coward, because what you'll find out is a lot of those people that believe in no one-on-ones, the reason why they don't help is because they're a coward, man. You understand? Because they know that this dude probably could beat their ass too, man. You understand? That's a lot of times you don't realize. They be like, man, I let the one-on-ones go. I let the one-on-ones go. Meanwhile, they can't fight. You know what I mean? But like I said, if you touch anybody in the I.S.U.P.K, we all will fall on you. Everyone. You will be ashamed if you don't get a hit in, man. You understand? We gonna look at you different. No, I won't go that far, but you know what I mean? It's gonna be like, well, why didn't you get a hit in, man? Like, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Even if you're holding the camera, man, you better be kicking while you recording it, man. You know what I mean? That's how we roll. Because you understand, if somebody think that they powerful than us, that's what we got other brothers there for, man. You understand? It's a brotherhood. It's a bond that can't be broken, man. You understand? Keep going. Oh, Salaki. Somebody said Salaki. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to let young man Kevian go first, and I'm going to get the other brother.
So is that basically like, you know what I'm saying, being, we look at it that way, we look at it that way, like, you know, being that we the Lord's army, right? And when the army go to war, when you run into like one soldier, even if y'all got him, you know what I'm saying, even if y'all got him surrounded, they know, we just gonna let that one person shoot it. Not everybody's gonna get the, you know what I'm saying, get the rounds in, right? Like,
right, damn right. You know what I mean? Even when you go into the military, you take it on a military level. You know what I mean? Like, okay, when they wanted to go get Osama bin Laden, Osama bin Laden might have had some people there. But you think that they going to just send one person in there to go get him? No, they're going to send a team in there, man. Because a team is better than one person, man. You understand? Even like the brother said, in the military, if they come against one person, they're not going to be like, well, get the one-on-ones in. Nah, man. They're going to neutralize their enemies, man. They're going to defeat their enemies. And they all gonna go home safe, man. Why risk another brother's harm, man? That's how you gotta look at it. Maybe the brother don't know it. Maybe the brother can't do a one-on-one. You know what I mean? Maybe the dude is just stronger than him. You understand? Maybe he can hold his own, but the dude inevitably is stronger than him. Why do that, man? Why risk giving him a one-on-one? No, man, that's what you got your brothers there for, man. You know what I mean? Now, in the I.S.U.P.K, you are supposed to hold your own. You know what I mean? If you do get into an altercation, you hold your own till other brothers could get there. You know what I mean? But you got other brothers that you know that's going to give their life for you. That's going to fight for you. You know what I mean? Somebody else said Salakia. I'm going to let the other brother go. Somebody else said Salakia.
This young man Ron just checking in.
All right, Most High in Christ. I got you down. You doing Tawab?
Sir. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing Tawab. You understand? But damn right, man. Read that, Now you could drop that. Give me the next verse. Give me we gonna go to Galatians 6:1. Somebody pull Galatians 6:1 for me. I'm gonna pull it too.
Count out one cop.
Go ahead.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such as one in the spirit of meekness.
Right. Keep going. Oh, read that again.
Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault.
Right, so if a man be overtaken in a fault, meaning, you know what I mean, maybe he had some problem, or, you know what I mean, some problem that he was dealing with, and it overtook him, you know what I mean? Maybe the brother had a problem with smoking cigarettes, and he smoked a cigarette. You know what I mean? Or if anything, it don't matter what your fault is, but if you had a fault, and it overtook you, you became weak to your fault. Keep going.
Ye which are spiritual.
Right, ye which are spiritual, the brothers in the truth. You understand? Keep going.
Restore such as one in the spirit of meekness.
Right, you're supposed to restore that brother in the spirit of meekness, man. You understand? You're supposed to help that brother out. You're supposed to help him defeat his problem, man. You understand? If you by yourself, you ain't got that brother to do that. If you by yourself and you get overtaken by the fault, you know what's going to happen? That fault is going to consume you, man. You understand? That fault is going to take over you. You ain't going to know what to do. But if you got brothers, you can know what you can do. You can go get counsel on that fault that you have. You know what I mean? You can go get correction on that fault that you have. That's why it's a commandment for us to come together, man. You can't be by yourself. You understand? You need your brothers to be able to fight the spiritual battle, man. You understand? You need your brothers. Keep going.
Considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
Right. Considering yourself, lest you also be tempted. That's why you're supposed to do it, man. You're supposed to think about yourself. What if you was in that situation? Wouldn't you want somebody to help you out? You understand? And if you don't help that brother out, you never know. That could be a demon to get you to go against your brothers, man. You know what I mean? What if you're not gonna help him? What you taking gladness in that he fell? You being happy that he fell, that's a demon, man. You happy that another brother fall. You happy that another brother commit a fault. That's a demon, man. You understand? You're supposed to help that brother out, man. You understand? That's what Christ came to teach, brotherhood. You can't build a nation. You can't do anything without having brotherhood. And it's like, well, when it comes to black people, we all know this. You know what I mean? All the time, we black people try to come together. We know that we need to come together. But we don't know the blueprint of how to come together, which is this Bible, man. This Bible gives you the blueprint of how to come together. And it teaches you how important it is, man. It teaches you how important it is to count on your brother, to have your brothers there for you. You understand? Keep going on that.
Restore such as one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou be tempted. Verse 2. Bear ye one another's burdens.
Right. It says, bear ye one another's burdens. What does that mean? Somebody on the conference call that haven't spoke before, what does that mean, to bear ye one another's burdens? Nobody knows? You can take a shot. You always can take a shot. Go ahead. I think it was young man Ryan that said something first. Go ahead. Somebody, anybody, go ahead. Whoever said Salakia.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
To help shoulder another brother problem or issues, take it on with him.
Okay. You right, but I want you to be more specific. Like, what you mean by take it on with him?
Whether it's some dealing with, his a level of stress he may be dealing with, where maybe some financial or some physical issue where he may be injured or something. You taking on that, that burden, that taking on that weight on your shoulder to help that brother or maybe that sister out.
Right, right, exactly. You understand? And more importantly, what it's talking about is helping that brother, man. You understand? Don't be like, in the world, what people do in the world when you tell them that you got a problem, right? You know what I mean? Everybody goes through this. You know that you got that one friend that you always help out, right? Like, you will help him out, no problem. But as soon as you need help, he ain't nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? That's how people in the world have their mentalities. Oh, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what? I ain't worried about it. Oh, it ain't me. It don't affect me. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear about it. That's how they do in the world, man. But that's not how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to take on that burden. He got a problem. You're supposed to make it your duty to help him with that problem, man. You're supposed to make it your business to help him get over that problem. It ain't that ain't got nothing to do with me, so I'm going to stay out of it. No, man, you're supposed to take on that brother's burdens, man. Help that man out. Help the brother out. How else is he going to get better, man? He might not have the strength to do it on his own. So you know what? He needs the brothers. You know what I mean? So you're going to deny him of the strength? Well, that's against the Bible, man. You understand? That's against the truth. That's against Christ, man. And that's your Christians, man. That's exactly what your Christians do. You know what I mean? Your Christians will laugh at you. You get in a problem, the Christians will laugh at you, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll go out their way to not only not help you, but make fun of you. You know what I mean? That's Christians right there. But that's against Christ, man. You're supposed to help that brother. You're supposed to help that sister. You understand? Read that again.
Verse 2. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Yahushua.
Right, because that's fulfilling the law of Yahushua, man, which is Christ in Hebrew. You understand? That's fulfilling the law of Christ, man, by helping that brother out. Read the next verse.
Verse 3. For if a man think himself to be something.
Right, because if you think yourself is something, because that's what can come from it if you don't help that brother. Oh, I'm better than him. I ain't got to deal with that. Oh, that's him. He weak. He just weak. He just a weak brother. You know what I mean? You thinking highly of yourself, man. And that's what they do in the world. You understand? That's exactly what they do in the world. That's why they don't help you. They think highly of themselves. They think that, you know what I mean, you beneath them. Oh, you just weak. Oh, you don't got the blood of Jesus on as much as they do. You know what I mean? That's what they think in their mind. Oh, you just need to get, you need Jesus. You need some help. You know what I mean? You got, you know what I mean? That all the type of nonsense that they be thinking in the world. Keep going.
When he is nothing, He deceiveth himself.
Right. You deceive yourself by digging that, man. That's what you're doing. You deceiving yourself. You fooling yourself, man. You understand? Because that's why you'll hear brothers all the time, even when they get compliments. What is the main thing that brothers say the truth? You hear it all the time when brothers get compliments.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
It wasn't me. It's most high.
Right. Well, they say that too, but it's another one that I like personally. You know what I mean? That I like, that I say. You know what I'm saying? What do brothers say? You get them a compliment.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
They say I ain't shit.
Right, damn right. I ain't shit, man. Salakia for the language. But that's what they say. Because we don't think highly of ourselves, man. We just thankful that the Most High gave us the truth and we was able to hear it. You understand? Because you know Christ done things in parables. Christ said out his own mouth, you know what I mean? These things are done in parables, seeing that they may see and not, you know what I mean, understand. Hear they may hear and not, you know what I mean? I'm paraphrasing them, but Christ didn't want everybody to hear the truth. That's why when you hear it, you're like, damn, this is the truth. This gotta be the truth. Nothing but the truth. You know what I mean? But then you tell somebody else, you get the knowledge, you so happy to tell everybody, thinking that everybody gonna accept it. You go tell your family or whoever, and they be like, man, you crazy. What the hell? You be thinking in your mind, like, how the hell you don't understand it? How do you not get this? It's simple as hell. You understand? But that's because Christ did things in parables. Everybody not gonna understand it. And that's what we thankful for. We thankful that we're able to stand it, because we could easily been the ones that's not able to understand it.
That's right.
We could have easily been the ones that's on the outside, like, well, them niggas is in the cult. Them niggas is crazy. But you know what? We was able to understand it, to come into the truth and serve the Lord, man. You understand? And because we were able to do that, that's why you obligated to help other brothers, man. To help other brothers understand it that might not understand it just as good as you do. Or they don't understand it. As soon as you heard it, you understood it. They might not have that, but you got to talk to them, help them out, and maybe they will. You understand? If you have people that's out in the world that you want to come into the truth, the best thing that you can do to help them is stay strong in the truth, man. To do what you're supposed to do, to keep learning. Then maybe you'll be able to help them out. Now, some people is not able to help at all. But what you do, the blueprint for that is for you to get yourself straight first. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll look at you and how you change and understand, well, damn, whatever he's in or whatever she's doing, I need to do that because they changed, and I never thought that they would, you know what I mean, be that person. There's some brothers that you go out in the world and they see you now, they might thinking in their mind, I never thought that he would stop smoking or he'll stop doing this and doing that. That might make them change, man. You know what I mean? But that's what we obligated to do. We supposed to be fisher of men, man. You understand? We gonna drop that. Somebody give me 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11. We're gonna go to 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11. Give me a second, I'm gonna pull it too. You got it? Or give me 1 second, I'm gonna pull it too. But I'm gonna have you read it. Give me 1 second.
It's the young man on mom calling in.
Oh, young man on mom. Okay, Most High in Christ. You doing Tawad Warrior? Most High in Christ. All right. Oh, no, I want somebody else to read it. Somebody got that online? All right, go ahead. Young man, Kiwi.
Right, cut it away, cut. 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 11.
Go ahead.
5 verse 11 says,
Yeah, go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 5, chapter 5, verse 11. Wherefore, comfort yourselves and edify one another.
Right, it say comfort. Stop right there. It say comfort each other. Somebody got to put their phone on mute. You understand? The water for that. You understand? But it say, wherefore, comfort yourselves together, man. You understand? That's how you're supposed to do it. You got to think about it. Like, even when you... Okay, it's another scripture that I'm beginning to that later goes on. But even when you in the world, right, you'll notice that... Okay, I'm going to just say that for later because that's a perfect scripture that's going to break that one down. So I'm going to just say that one for later. But it say you're supposed to comfort yourself together, man. You know what I mean? When you come into the truth, when you come into brothers, it helps you shed yourself for the world. You know why? Because now you're around brothers that believe in the same thing that you do. You know what I mean? You around brothers that understands the same thing that you understand. Because when you in the world by yourself, you know what I mean? If you find out the truth by yourself, I mean, you find out the truth, right? So you know that you're Israelite. You know the basics, the basics that damn near everybody knows. Once you learn that, but you still in the world around other people, it don't help you change, man. You understand? Especially when you're around people and people calling you crazy. Why you don't eat Thanksgiving? Oh, well, you don't eat no bacon? You grew up on bacon. Bacon was your favorite thing. You used to love it. You know what I mean? That's what your parents might tell you. You used to love eating pork chops. You don't eat pork chops, you going crazy. You got the devil in you. You know what I mean? That makes you get wary. That makes you, well, should I do this? Everybody in my family hate me. My wife is planning on leaving me. You know what I mean? You know, my kids don't like me. I told my kids that, you know what I mean, you can't celebrate Christmas. I don't give them no gifts no more on Christmas or their birthday. You know, especially with the ribs. I don't celebrate Mother's Day no more. You know, Mother's Day is coming up or just passed. I don't really know when the exact day is, but I know everybody's saying Happy Mother's Day. So I know it's somewhere around this time, either yesterday, today, or tomorrow. It's one of those times. I really don't know. But Mother's Day coming up or it's past, and you ain't giving the mom no gifts no more. She like, well, damn, this supposed to be my day. You know what I mean? But you ain't celebrating no more. You ain't saying Happy Mother's Day to her no more. Or your mom, you know what I mean? You ain't saying your Happy Mother's Day to your mom no more. They might start thinking that you just a rebellious child. You don't love, you know what I mean? They thinking they mind you don't love them no more just because you don't celebrate Mother's Day. You understand? That may give you weak. You know what I mean? They start acting different towards you. You might feel like you crazy. Like, maybe I shouldn't be in this. Maybe, you know what I mean? For my life to go back normal, maybe I should just drop the truth. You know what I mean? Well, you know what was how to combat that? You got to comfort yourself and your brothers and your sisters, man. You know what I mean? Maybe y'all could talk about y'all stories of how they thought you was crazy. You might find another person that went through the same experience, and y'all can relate and cope with it by talking to each other. You know what I mean? This is what we got to do. We good. I'm with it, too. And then y'all find out that y'all got a lot in common, and y'all comforting each other, man. That's what it means by comfort yourselves together, man. You know what I mean? That's how you strengthen yourself in the truth. By not being the only one going through it. You understand? You're not the only one that's going through that trouble. You know what I mean? You're not the only one that's going through that reject. You're not the only one that's going through all those, you know what I mean, naysayers talking about you. Other brothers is going through it too, man. You understand? And that's why we come together to strengthen ourselves to be able to deal with it, to be able to fight with it. It's not an easy battle, man. It's not an easy battle. You know what I mean? That's pretty hard. Like, you gotta commend yourselves for fighting off that world and not going back into it and staying in the truth. You got to commend yourselves, man, because you doing something that is the hardest thing in the world to do. Not everybody is meant for it. As a matter of fact, the Lord said, many shall be called, but only few chosen, man. You that few in the Lord, man. That's right. You that few that the Lord had in his mind, man. That's something heavy. That's something strong. You are doing the hardest job in the world right now. You understand? Because everybody else is in the world doing whatever the hell they want to do. That's easy to do. It's easy for you to go ahead and wake up and do whatever the hell you want to do. But you know what's hard? To wake up and do what the Lord chose you to do, man. That the Lord called you to do. That's something spectacular. You know what I mean? That's something magnificent. You understand? Keep going on that.
First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11, end of the verse. And edify one another, even as also ye do.
Right, it edify one another. What does edify mean? To teach. Teach one another, man. That's how you learn more. That's how you understand more. That's how you change, man. You understand? You getting taught. You coming to classes. You keep coming to classes. Keep coming to classes. You're like, okay. And then you realize you got brothers and sisters that's there with you. That's going through the same battle. That's helping you through this fight. It strengthens you, man. You understand? It strengthens you. Go ahead.
So, like I said, if I may, can we use that precept where it says, paraphrasing, that iron sharpens iron? Because if you don't have that brother...
I'm going to get to that, but yeah, you can use that. I'm going to get to that. No, you can finish. Go ahead.
I was just saying, because if you don't have that brother to help you, you're going to stay dull. You can't go to someone else. You don't have that person you can go to get the sharpening whenever you're getting dull. You just don't have it. Like, speaking for myself, this weekend, you know, it was Mother's Day, and I had to sit my family down before that for the first time and let them know that I'm done with all of it.
Right.
And it was heavy.
Right.
But it felt good to do it because I know why I'm doing it. Because ultimately, we have a responsibility to, if we're going to be in this truth, we have a responsibility to ourselves, but we also have a responsibility to our brothers and sisters in this truth. We have a responsibility to the Most High. You know, so I don't want to slack in that, knowing that, okay, I don't want to come into class knowing that I celebrated Mother's Day and then come to class, because there's brothers who sacrificed that and went through what they went through with their family, so I got to do the same thing.
Damn right, and that's a lot. And what he said was heavy, because a lot of times you'll realize you for the truth until what? That first holiday come up. Boy, that first holiday come out, that's gonna be the hardest right there. Soon as you come into the truth, you start your 90 days, or you want to get your Hebrew name. Your first test, what more than likely, well, it might not be your first test depending on what you're dealing with, but that most strongest test that comes is more than likely going to be that next holiday, man, whatever holiday it is. You know what I mean? You come into the truth. You know what I mean? You a brother, you come into the truth. Your next holiday end up being Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? With your rib. We'll see if you in the truth or not. You know what I mean? We'll see if you actually went down or not. You know what I mean? Or you come into the truth and the next holiday or, you know, celebration day is your children's birthday. We'll see. You know what I mean? Because you know what the week will do? They'll get that gift. They'll celebrate that birthday. They'll celebrate that Christmas, man. They'll do it. You understand? Then you realize you weren't strong enough. That's no sweat. Keep coming to class, or you can fall out. You choose. You know what I mean? But you got brothers that's here to help you. But just like he said, Mother's Day came up, and that was the first time he had to sit them down and be like, yeah, I don't rock with this. This is not what I do. Because that's when you're going to actually have to stand up for what you believe in. You know what I mean? It's easy to say that you're an Israelite and you believe in it, but when Christmas come around, well, I just go around because I want to see the family. You know what I mean? That's an excuse that a lot of people like to make. Well, I just go around because, you know what I mean, I haven't seen everybody in a while. Nah, man, don't go. Then we'll see if you really stand for the Most High or not. You understand? But that's pretty hard. Don't think that it's easy to cut off these holidays, man. This is not easy. It's a hard thing. We grew up, think about it. We grew up under these holidays, man. You know what I mean? You might have let your child celebrate it, you know, umpteen years before you decided to cut it off. So that's what they know. And out of nowhere, you just cutting it off. Boom. I ain't doing it no more. I realized it was wrong. I'm sticking with it.
Right.
That's not easy to do, man. That's hard to do. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to sit on the fence and still do. Well, if you like to sit on the fence or you still like to celebrate the holidays, then I.S.U.P.K is not for you, man.
Right.
I'm just going to be real with you. I don't want to be harsh. I don't want to be mean. But if you still got it in your mind that you want to celebrate holidays or you're going to ease yourself off of them, you might got to find some other spot, man. They got other fake Israelite schools that you can go to, and they'll let you do that. But in I.S.U.P.K, you are not allowed to do that, man. You understand? You got to cut it off. Cold turkey. You know what I mean? Somebody said Salakia?
It's so heavy that you say that, you know, that to the point where not celebrating holidays and birthdays, I allow my family to, you know, for not, you know, celebrating what man say we should celebrate. So heavy that you bring that out. So
Damn right, man. You know what I mean? Exactly. You damn right. You understand? And it's crazy. What's crazy is when you talk about holidays, everybody know they pagan. It's like that's a thing in the past to say, well, that's a pagan holiday. Well, duh. You know what I mean? Like that's damn near the response you get. Well, duh, I know that. But it changed. You know what I mean? Or we don't do it for that no more. You know what I mean? They find an excuse. You know what I mean? But that's what it is, man.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
That's exactly what my mother said. My father didn't say anything, but my mother said, well, I already know that. Well, I'm saying, well, what are you doing then if you know this? So.
Right, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And that's how it be. But you got to cut it off, man. You got to be strong and not do that, man. You understand? And the way you help you do that is coming together. We're coming together with people who don't do that too. We're coming together with people who don't celebrate that Mother's Day. You know what I mean? That strengthens you. That lets you know you ain't alone, man. You understand? Being alone can cause a lot of problems, man. Why you think when you you in jail and you do something that they might not like, they put you in isolation? 'Cause being alone drives you crazy, man. We're not built to be alone. You know what I mean? Even in the beginning of the Bible, what did the Lord do in the beginning of the Bible in Genesis?
He created Eve.
If I may.
Right. Go ahead.
He gave man a woman.
Right. Exactly. What did he say? He said it's not good for man to be alone. You know what I mean? The Lord knows it's not good for you to be alone, man. You understand? That's how Eve came. That's how Eve came into the truth. You see, Adam was like, it's not good for man to be alone. You know what I mean? So he gave Adam a woman, man. Go ahead.
Like sir, it's so heavy when you're saying that it will drive you crazy, because when I started to come into this truth and started listening to the I.S.U.P.K, I wasn't getting any rest. I couldn't settle down. Like I knew I was alone. I had no one that I could really talk to, and it just wore my mind out emotionally and mentally until I went ahead and said, you know what, let me go ahead and call into class. Once I started doing that, that changed.
Right.
But before, I was wore out.
Right, damn right. You know what I mean? It'll burden. It'll put a heavy burden on yourself when you by yourself, man. You ain't got nobody to cope with. You ain't got nobody to be with. You know what I mean? That's what the saying goes. I keep trying to get into it, but I'm gonna say that for later verse. But what you said was absolutely true, man. You know what I mean? When you around brothers, it eases you, man. It gives you that. What it does is, it don't really make it easier for you, but it gives you that strength to be able to do it, man. It's like it's like you powering yourself up. You strengthening yourself. You know what I mean? You brothers coming together and you sharpening each other's swords, like the scriptures say, man. You understand where was we at? Is it more on that? Is it more on that? Yes, it is. Keep going. Read verse 12.
Come with con. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you, and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you.
Right, you understand? That's one thing heavy too, man. You got to know the men that labor amongst you. Why is that important? I'll be impressed if you can answer this. Why is that important to know the men that labor amongst you? Go ahead.
Can they go back to the kind of like kind of parallel with the verses above, like basically when you got somebody above you, like the man around you, like you want to make sure you ain't with no foul people, you know what I'm saying? No, you don't make sure you with no snakes. You want to make sure you with the right people that's going, you know what I'm saying, lead you in the right direction to counsel you when you need the right counsel, you know what I'm saying, give you the right words. So like,
anybody else want to try?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
If I may, I believe understanding that the men above you who went through that before you, so they're seeing what you went through, you're seeing what they went through, and you're learning from that, but they went through that before you got there, so it creates a structure, it creates that rank.
Okay, y'all thinking about this too deep. You know what I mean? Think about it of what you're reading. Know them that labor amongst you. Now, it does say over you, which that's, you know what I mean, the men that's above you. But what does it mean by the labor of the men amongst you? Y'all trying to go too deep with it. So this is real simple. Go ahead. Young man, Kevian.
Man, that you said that, it's like, just know them, like, how you just said earlier in the verse, like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the cover part, like, just get to know the brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, that's you on to it, but why should you get to know the brothers? You on to it, that's right. Like, what you said was correct. You know what I mean? Get to know the brothers, to know the men that's amongst you. You know what I mean? You don't want to be the brother that comes to the truth, but you never around. You know what I mean? So you really don't know brothers. And now that's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool if you are that brother, as long as you down and you ready to go when brothers is ready to go. But it's important to know them that's amongst you. It's important to get to know the brothers and be around the brothers a lot. Why? That's what I want to know. You know why you should know them? Because you got to know what brothers can do what. You know what I mean? You got to know brothers' abilities, what they can handle, what they can't handle. You know what I mean? That's you having brotherhood and helping that brother. Like, for instance, you might give a brother a task that he might have a problem with doing. You wouldn't know that if you wasn't around them. But since you know that, you'll know to help that brother. You got to know what type of men that you have amongst you. What brother can do this? What brother can do that? What's a brother's skill? It helps you, and first of all, it helps you in better getting things done. It makes things run smoother. You know what I mean? Like for instance, you might have a brother that have a problem with dealing with women. Why would you send women to him? You know what I mean? Why would you send sisters that's trying to go into the school to him? You might got a problem with it. You might have a brother will have a problem with, you know what I mean, all types of things. Why would you give him something that's going to test him? Who's amongst you to be able to deal with them certain time. You know, certain brothers might be weaker than others. That don't mean that they less important. They might just not be as strong as his brother. You understand? Know that. That way you'll be able to deal with that brother so you don't drive him crazy. You know what I mean? You don't push him out the truth. You understand? That's why you got to know the men that's labor amongst you. Some brothers are just able to do more than other brothers. You know what I mean? Now, it doesn't make him more important, but you know what I mean? That's what it is. You got to know that, though. And you got to know the men that's above you, that's over you. Why you got to know the men that's over you? You know, you definitely want to respect the men that's over you, but why you got to know, why is it important to know the men that's over you?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
If I may, I believe it's because you're following them. So you need to know them. You need to know how they move so you can learn.
Okay, that's true, but this is more like I said, this is more simple.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
You need to make sure that you know the person that's over you so that if you do something you don't have no business doing, that man above you can hold you accountable for your actions. You need somebody to keep you in line.
Right, exactly. And more important, you right, and exactly. And more important, you got to know that men that labor over you is because you got to understand that it's not an easy thing to be over men. You know what I mean? A lot of people might look at somebody that's over them and be like, well, maybe they like that because you don't know what it's like to be over men. They are accountable for you. That's why you got to know them because they are accountable for you. If something go wrong, they're going to be the one to blame. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important for you to know them and respect them and to do what they tell you to do because like when you become an officer of 50, what does that mean to be an officer of 50? We don't got no officers online, do we?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Kevian.
Being that I've been around, and you know what I'm saying, from conversations and just from what I've learned, it means that you know that you have a responsibility now. You take orders. You have to take orders from the man above you.
Make it more simpler. Make it more simpler. Officer of 50. What is the 50? What is the 50? What is the 50?
Oh, you over 50, like 50 men?
Right, exactly, man. You know what I mean? When you become an officer of 50, we expect you to do what? Be over 50 men. We expect you to be over 50. And not only are you over those 50 men, who else are you over? They families, man. You understand? That's a responsibility. That's why if you under somebody, it's good for you to know them, you understand, and follow them because they're over you in the Lord. They're trying to protect your life, man. That's why it's good to know them. Because they're trying to protect your life. They're trying to keep you safe. You know what I mean? This ain't about you know what I mean? Oh, I just want to have rank and I want to be higher than them. No, it's a responsibility. It's to set order, man. It's to make sure you okay. You understand? That's why we have Captain Rock Desire in Atlanta. You know what I mean? That's why we have the generals, Commander General Yahanna, over the whole nation. Because we look up to them to help us out in the times when we need help. You understand? That's why you have order, man. You got a lot of people that don't respect order. They don't want order. And that's why their house is in a damn shambles, man. You understand? That's why they themselves is like a wind. You know what I mean? They go with the wind. You know what I mean? They're not stable. You understand? Is there any more on that? Yeah, keep going. Read verse 13. There's more on that.
we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you. Verse 13, oh, Slack is already.
No, you too out. You too out. Keep going.
Verse 13. And to esteem them very highly in love for their works.
Right, and esteem them very highly in love for their works, man. You understand? They put in the work to do to get there, man. And you understand? You got to esteem them because that's what you want to come. That's what you want to be. You know what I mean? You want to put in your work. You want to help out the truth. You want to do what you got to do to get brothers in the truth, to help brothers and sisters. You understand? Keep going.
Another one, and be at peace among yourselves.
Right, be at peace amongst yourself, man. You understand? It ain't saying be at peace with other nations. You understand? Now, you're not doing, you know what I mean, things to get you yourself in trouble. But when it comes to other nations, man, we at war. You understand? And we know that, you know what I mean, our power is in Christ. But when it comes to brothers, you're not at war with your brothers, man. Those aren't your enemies, man. That's why it's important for brothers to stop committing crimes against one another, because we are not enemies. You understand? We are a nation. Our enemies is those that's around us. You know what I mean? Those that's not of our nation, our oppressor. You understand? Keep reading. Verse 14.
First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 14. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly. Comfort the feeble-minded. Support the weak. Be patient toward all men.
Right, you understand? You're supposed to warn the feeble-minded, man. I mean, warn the unruly, man. That's one of our jobs. That's what they say in the Old Testament with being a watchman. You understand? You're supposed to warn those that are unruly, man. You understand? A lot of people think in their mind, well, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me. They think that you judging them when you tell them, well, you know that's a sin, right? You know you're not supposed to eat that pork. You know you're not supposed to be, you know what I mean, a homosexual. They think, oh, well, only God can judge. I'm not judging you. I'm warning you so you don't get judged, man. That's your job, man. Somebody tell you, oh, you can't judge me. Well, I ain't judging you. Only God can judge me. Hey, that's a judgment that you don't want. You're right. The only God can judge you. You know what I mean, right now, but that's a judgment that you don't want. You understand? But you're supposed to warn the unruly. Keep reading from there where after it said warn the unruly.
First Thessalonians 5, verse 14, middle of the verse. Comfort the feeble-minded.
Right, comfort the feeble-minded, man. That's what you got brothers for. You know what I mean? If you feeble-minded, you got brothers that'll comfort you, that'll help you out, that'll strengthen you. You understand? If you by yourself and you're feeble, you know what? You're just going to be feeble, man. Or if you by yourself and you may think you got strength, you're not helping nobody else, man. You understand? What it's vain. What we read in Ecclesiastes is vain for you to do stuff for yourself and not have nobody, man. That's vain, man. It's for nothing. You're not helping nobody, man. This whole Bible is about helping your nation. You by yourself, you ain't helping nobody, man. You damn sure ain't even probably helping yourself. You understand? Keep reading.
Middle 14. Support the weak. Be patient toward all men.
Right. Support the weak and be patient towards all men. Not just brothers in the truth. You got to be patient to all brothers and sisters, man. You know what I mean? We ain't those fake Israelite groups that say to hell with the other nations that don't come into the truth. We care about all of our people, man. We care about every black, Hispanic, and Native American. Every single black, Hispanic, and Native American. We might get on Uncle Toms and pastors, but we care about them too. You know what I mean? Now we are at war. We are at war with the pastors because of what? The Christian church now keep our people asleep. But we care about them, brother. If you was a pastor and you change your time, you accepting the truth just as much as the next brother, man. We care about all our people, man. You understand? But there's work that we got to do to help our people get free from this oppressive mentality, man. You understand? There's work that we got to do to get brothers in the truth. And that's what we going to make sure we do. But we make sure we care about all men, man. It ain't no such thing as you a part of the 2/3. That don't exist in the I.S.U.P.K. If you want to say you a part of the 2/3, go join the purple dudes, man. You know what I mean? Go join them, the rapists, man. Go join them. They'll say that. But in I.S.U.P.K, no, we care about all of our people. We care about, you know what I mean, three out of thirds of the nation of Israel, man. You understand? I like to think of like we like the spirit of Moses. We'll pray to the Lord that he don't destroy all of our people, man. You understand? That's the type of spirit that you gotta have. You understand? Is there more on that? Give me that's it on that actually. Drop that. Give me Proverbs. Give me Proverbs 27 and 5. Yeah, we're gonna go to Proverbs 27 and 5. What's the time? 8:10. Yeah, give me Proverbs 27 and 5. Anybody online on the conference call. I want a different person reading. Go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 27.
Hey, so I can hold this 1 second. Hey, when you come to the class too, you know what I mean? I don't know how other people teach, but I like for everybody to participate. You know what I mean? To, you know, answer questions, read, all that. Because that helps you get the more spirit of being in the school, being a part of it. You know what I mean? If you just sitting there chilling, you're not making yourself a part of it. You got to make yourself a part of it, man. You know what I mean? So if I don't have people reading, I'm about to just start calling people out. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know that I'm going to call you out. You're going to read. I want you to read. You know what I mean? Get a part of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. You understand? When you go out there to camp, you know what I mean? That's when you're going to be in front of people. You're going to be reading in front of people. You know what I mean? So this is a better chance of, you know what I mean, learning and, you know what I mean, getting how to read or how, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, the officer will want you to read. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Dewada, go ahead. Proverbs 27 and 5.
Proverbs 27 and 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Right, what does that mean? I just stumped everybody, huh? Nobody know what that means, huh?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, I'm going to let young man Quentin go first. He said Salakia first.
I believe in saying open rebuke is better than secret love. What it's saying is that to go to a brother and let him know, you know, do correction instead of being fake with it. Openly correct him, but don't not correct him and act as though you love him still, or everything is okay. Just openly correct him.
Right, openly correct him and don't act as everything okay. Because what would be secret love? When they talk about secret love, if you're not openly correcting the brother, if you're not trying to get the brother to be better, you actually don't love him. That's what it means by having secret love. Because what do we know? So like, what do we know is love? To keep the law, statutes, and commandments. If you're not holding the brother accountable, if you're not openly rebuking him and letting him know what he's doing wrong, then you really don't love him. You know what I mean? In your mind, you thinking you love him. You know what I mean? You thinking you secretly love him, but you really don't love him. You know what I mean? It's better to correct a brother than to hold your peace, to not say anything. Oh, because in your mind, when you don't say nothing, what could you be thinking in your mind? Well, I love this brother. You know what? I'm not going to embarrass him. I'm not going to make him feel bad about himself. I love him. You know what I mean? That's my brother. He doing wrong, but you know what? I ain't even going to put him out there like that. I ain't going to put him on blast. You know what I mean? I'm just be cool with it. You know what I mean? That's my brother. I love him. You thinking that you love the brother, but you don't, man. You know what I mean? That's secret love. You don't really love that brother, man. Because if you did, you will make sure he's okay. You will correct him. You'll make sure he's doing what he should be doing according to the Bible. You know what I mean? Keep reading. Go ahead.
In the word, is that also what they consider? Now I know it's a thin line between, you know what I'm saying, like a person that really does do that, and when people mix it up to be bit. And could that also like be, you know what I'm saying, when you talk about that, like, could it also be like when people be thinking like throwing salt, or you hating? You know what I'm saying? Like when you try to tell somebody we're right, and they be like, man, you just throwing salt quick. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like you hating, man. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to tell them we're right. It's a lot.
You gotta give me an example on that because I'm not sure. Like, I get what you're saying, but give me like an example of what you mean by that.
Okay, when you try to, you know what I'm saying, like when you try to tell a brother something like that, like, hey man, look, man, you gotta leave, you know what I'm saying, the drugs, and you know what I'm saying, you gotta stop this. You know what I'm saying, like just doing all the wicked stuff in the world, you know, just messing with them, you know what I'm saying, the wicked women and leave all that stuff alone, man, get into, oh, man.
Okay,
man,
right. So you talking about?
bro.
No, you got to put it in like do this one and do that one. No, let me see. Yeah, this way. So you talking about like, okay, you talking about like, let's say if maybe come out of there. You talking about like, say if you know what I mean, you talking to a brother that's messing with wicked woman. He makes, let's not even say wicked woman. He messing with hoes. You know what I mean? He messing with whores. You know what I mean? And you trying to tell him, man, you gotta stop messing with them hoes, man. You gotta stop messing with them whores. And then he's saying his mind, oh man, you hating on me because I can get the hoes. You know what I mean? You hating on me. Stop hating on me because I can get the hoes. That's what you talking about?
You're right, cuz, sir.
Right, and then what you was saying with that? Is that like that?
Yeah, cuz, sir.
Right, man, you gotta say something about it, man. You gotta say something about it. You gotta rebuke that brother, man. Now, if he thinking that you hating, then that's on him. He just think that you hating. You know what I mean? But at least you know that you warned him. At least you know that you let him know to stop doing that. Because you know what ended up happening to that brother? That brother gonna more than likely end up on child support. You know what I mean? He more than likely gonna end up with a hoe that's gonna ruin his damn life. You understand? That's when you'll know that you warned him before it happened, man. You understand? You was righteous toward that brother to let him know. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Can't you precept Proverbs 27:5 with Isaiah 58:1?
Read it. To
Isaiah 58:1, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sin.
Right, exactly. That's a great precept that you can use for it, man, because that's what you called to do. You know what I mean? That's the job duty that you take on when you come into the I.S.U.P.K, especially when you become an officer, because when you become an officer, you know you're permitted to teach. And if anybody didn't know, when you are a young man or a trooper, you are not permitted to teach. Now, you can say things like we the Israelites, you know what I mean, this, that, and third, but you are not allowed to break down scripture. Until you become an officer, then that's when you are permitted to break down scripture. You understand? So if you want to break down scripture, strive to become an officer in the school, man. Put in the work. You know what I mean? But that's a great precept for that. Keep going on that, though. Proverbs 27 and what? We had 6, read verse 6.
Proverbs 27, verse 6. Faithful are the wounds of a friend.
Right, faithful are the wounds. Stop right there. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. A lot of time when you read, you want to stop at like periods and pauses. You know what I mean? Because we not like the Christian church. We break down everything little by little. You understand? We make sure you get the whole verse rather than saying one verse and then not breaking it down for you. You know what I mean? But it said, faithful are the wounds of a friend, man. Meaning, if a friend, you got a friend, right, and he do something to offend you, that's better than what? Keep going.
But the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
You know what that's saying, man? If you would, brothers, not all the time is brothers going to get along. Not every time everything going to be all gravy. A brother might offend you. A brother might wound you, man. You know what I mean? But there's ways to work that out. We got the guidelines set up to work that out. And it's better for that brother to wound you and you have an enemy that's secretly giving you kisses, like that, making everything seem all cool, but they deceiving you, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people in the world, they got brothers that act like they, like a lot of people in the world, you got that one friend that you cool with, but you know what I mean? You kind of, you know what I mean? You're not as cool with him as you were with somebody else. But that one that you not as cool with will definitely ride for you. But that one that's right next to you is the one that actually is an enemy, man, plotting on you. You understand? That's what that's talking about, man. You know what I mean? It's better for a friend to offend you and you work it out than you have an enemy and everything is all gravy and good, but he deceiving you, man. You know what I mean? He everything is all gravy and good because he's trying to set you up to where you at your vulnerable to take everything that you got, man. You understand? Better have that friend that might offend you. You know what I mean? I know in the world, sometimes in the world, now you're not supposed to do this, but sometimes in the world, I will have friends that I will fight with, man. But you know what? I know that's my friend because everything, it's not like a whole, it's not like he a yes man. You know what I mean? That's my true friend. You know what I mean? That's just like out in the truth. Now, you might not get into a physical altercation, but you might get into some type of, you know what I mean, offense that a brother did. And what does it say? Go to him and him alone, man. You know what I mean? And see if that brother can hear you out. That might happen. You know what I mean? Don't come into the truth. Don't come into this school being a damn Christian and being soft, like you might not get offended or something might not happen. You know what I mean? Don't think that. If it happens, just say something, man. And it'll get worked out. It'll get resolved. That's what we have the school for. That's what we have Brotherhood for, man. You know what I mean? We don't hold on to grudges in the I.S.U.P.K. We don't hold on to grudges, man. Somebody offend you, you don't hold on to that like a damn female, man. You know what I mean? Even sisters in the school don't hold on to grudges. You don't hold on no damn grudge, man. You forgive that brother or that sister. You know what I mean? And you move on. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 7. The full soul loaded in honeycomb.
Right, a full soul, meaning you full, you know what I mean? You're not always looking around for more. You content with what you got. You know what I mean? When you content with what you got, you love sweet things. You like the honeycomb. The honeycomb is sweet. You know what I mean? Keep going.
But to the hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet.
But if you are hungry soul, you always looking and searching, you greedy, even the bitter things is going to be sweet, man. You ain't even looking for the sweet things no more. You looking for stuff that's bitter, and you count it for to be sweet, man. It's showing you wicked, man. You know what I mean? You wicked, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 8. As a bird that wandereth from her nest, so is a man that wandereth from his place.
Right, just like a bird wandering from a nest, that's like a man leaving from his place, man. You understand? You're supposed to be in the brotherhood. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be with your brothers, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 9. Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart.
Keep going.
So does the sweetness. So does sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel.
Right, just like how brothers like to smell good, you know, women especially, they love when you smell good. You know what I mean? Women like to smell good too. You know what I mean? Ointment and perfume rejoice of the heart. You know what I mean? Smelling good is a thing that's an Israelite culture, man. You know what I mean? We like to smell good. You understand? But just like that rejoices your heart, so is the sweetness of a friend's counsel, man. That's why you need friends. That's why you need brothers. Because it's just as good, it's better, man. You know what I mean? To have that counsel, to have a brother that you can talk to that'll help you through your problems, man. You know what I mean? That's a lot of what the black community need, man. A lot of what the black community need is to stop mustering up all that hurt, all that, you know what I mean, the problems and the troubles and the trauma that they've been through as a child. Instead of mustering that up and being like, man, I'm about to be a gangbanger, I'm about to kill and, you know what I mean, do all that stuff. A lot of them just need somebody to talk to, man. There's a lot of them, all they need is somebody to talk to. Somebody to let them know that it's okay, man. To let them know, man, you Tawab, it's okay. You know what I mean? We serving the Lord. You know what I mean? Our kingdom is gonna be, we working to bring our kingdom on earth, man. To get the oppressor out of his power. That's something that's sometimes that's what all somebody needs. A few words of encouragement, man. Go ahead.
Sir, if I may, that's very, very true. It's very heavy because I find myself understanding that a lot of people, we need someone to talk to. And when you realize that you didn't have anyone, I know with myself when I was coming up, growing up in the area that I grew up in and the things that I had to deal with, my father was there to raise me up. But you still wanted some sort of peer, someone that you could talk to or go to. And even coming up as a teenager, coming into my 20s or even into my 30s, I realized I never had anyone to go to. But I was always the person to...
Slack, go ahead, you can...
I was always the person where people would come to me because of how I just dealt with a lot of battles that I thought I was dealing with on my own. But people came to me, and I never really had that where I could go to someone until now. And I'm 44 years old. I didn't get that until now.
Right, exactly, man. You know what I mean? A lot of times, brothers just need someone to talk to, someone to go to. someone to let them know that everything is okay, man. You know what I mean? That everything's to up. Give them advice on a situation that they're going through. You know what I mean? Here it is. You thought that you could never find out how to answer this problem, how to get over this problem. But then you realize you come into the truth with other brothers that care about you, and you find out the answer was something easy. You know what I mean? Something simple. You're like, but damn, I went 44 years of my life not knowing what to do. And just in what, a day, you know what I mean, a couple of hours, you was able to figure it out and tell me what to do. You know what I mean? Some brothers might have that experience to help you with that, man. And that's why you need the truth, man. You understand? That's why it's important to have the truth. You understand? Give me, is there more on that? Keep reading.
Verse 10.
Yeah, keep going.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 10. Thy own friend and thy father's friend forsake not.
Keep going.
Neither go into thy brother's house in the day of thy calamity. For better is a neighbor that is near than a brother far off.
Right, thy own friend and thy father's friend forsake not, man. Don't forsake your friends that really care about you, man, that love you. You understand? Because it's better to have that neighbor that you don't go into a neighbor's house. You know why? Because it's better to have that neighbor on your side to help you out than a brother that's far off. A lot of people think in their mind, well, you know what I mean? I got my friends. I don't care about my neighbor. I don't care about them that's close to me, but they got their friends that's far off. When you get into trouble, how's that friend that's far off going to help you? You know what's the ones that's going to help you? The ones that's close to you, man. That's letting you know, man, friends, this truth, the brothers in this truth, it's more important than your real life brother, man. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, it might be hard to take, but your brothers in this truth is going to help you out more than your brother in the world is going to help you, man. Go ahead.
Is there a precept for that? Paraphrasing once again, it says that a brother is created for adversity, but a friend, something along those lines. I can't.
Right. It say a brother is created. Okay. You're right. I don't know the precept now, but yeah, you're right. There definitely is a precept on that talks about, you know what I mean, a friend is created through adversity, meaning you got to go through things to prove a friend, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you'll know that he's actually a brother or a friend to you, when you go through problems, when you go through adversity. You understand? So like if I could, it's the video, not the Uber conference. It's the video that's messing up. And no, it's like froze, so it's like something with the restream. You gotta go to the restream. But the conference is too wild. You know what I mean? We gonna drop that, and give me Hebrews 10 and 20.
Yes, sir.
Oh, go ahead. Give me Hebrews 10 and 23, young man Quinn. Go ahead.
If I could, that precept was Proverbs 17.
Right, Proverbs 17 and 17, you said?
Sir. And I had a question, if I could, sir, about the verse that you just read.
Go ahead.
When it say right now, neither go into thy brother's house in the day of thy calamity. Could you break that down? Like, could you break that down in the simpler terms?
Okay, think about it like this. You going through problems, right? Okay, I'm gonna put it down on the simplest terms I can. When brothers lose their job, they don't got no way to provide for their family. What do?
Lord, if I may.
Go ahead.
And get back in the trenches more than likely.
Right, they start kicking doors in, man. When you going through your time of your calamity, when you going through problems, a lot of people go to their neighbor's house that probably not doing no better than they doing. And what? They do what? Try to steal from their neighbors, man. Try to kick in the door. You know what I mean? That's what they try to do. So, like, give me 1 second. We having a little technical difficulties. Just give me 1 second.